Back now with Jason's barn. Jason's barn got a lot of horses turned out, a lot of horses racing for their last start on Sunday in Dayton. Tomorrow in Dayton, we've Ailson making her last start in Dayton tomorrow. Drew the outside post 8. Had a real horrible trip in Delaware. Just didn't get over the track very well at all. I expect she'll be better tomorrow with her little different shoeing, and hopefully she can overcome the 8 hole. There's some tough ones in there. I don't think anybody can beat Dream Change, but Dream Change could always beat herself. She's done it before. So Ailson, this will be her last start, and then she's heading out to the field. Compass Rose DC's already there. She's done for the year. Ended her year with $66,000 or $65,000 American made. Pretty good year for this filly. Globetrotting's back now. She's going to school on Tuesday while I'm gone away. James is going to go with her. We'll race her the following week, and then we have the Breeders' Crown right after that. Lincoln James is back also. We're just trying to get a handle on where we're going to race him and when we're going to race him. Harry said he looked good today. I saw him on the track. He looked fine to me. We will have that information out to you soon enough. Oso Pine, I talked about him in the opening. He's going to, he may be going to Carmen's barn soon enough. He's down in Shed Row 12 right now. Want to get a handle on how that curb looks that he popped out in Illinois in his second last start. And then when he's ready to go, I think I'm talking myself into it, but I think he'll likely go to Carmen Osiello's stable. Overdue Mission, again, Sunday's her last start. She drew the 3, I believe, or 4. Really happy with what I've seen from her. I wish she would have been a little bit better in Delaware, and I don't think anything went wrong in Delaware. She just got a little tired. So hopefully Overdue Mission is a good race tomorrow in Dayton. Rose Run Valiant, he's all done for the year. I've doubled, tripled down on this guy. I say he's going to be a good 3-year-old. We'll see if I'm right. Rose Run Valiant's all done for the year. Sometimes things happen. He's also all done for the year. Here's a colt. It's got all the tools, great attitude. I have no reason in the world to believe he won't come back and be a good 3-year-old because he wants to be. And I always stick up for horses with great work ethic. This horse has got a fantastic work ethic. Susie K's got the rail. We have 3 of them out of the 9. 33% of the entire Buckeye final. No. Yes. Buckeye final is the stable.ca. Susie K's got the rail. Hoping for good things with her. Also, West 52nd is in this week. He starts a series in Northfield next week, I believe. Maybe the week after. Anteros is back going now. We got that curb crowd up. He looks good. I also had that lag ultrasounded. That's where he had that injury. The injury's completely healed. Everything looks great. Full speed ahead for Anteros. Arvika. First, I run over a wheel and make a break. Then I go inside 4 pylons and a setback of 3 pylons. I'm well aware I should have stayed in the 3 hole. It wasn't a mistake I made. It was a conscious choice because I had visions of one of the owners of Arvika coming to my house and lynching me in the middle of the night if I get locked in and she made another break in the last turn because she was hot or whatnot. I cut her loose. She trotted the last turn great. A little tired down by the wire, but I would say she's sitting on a win. Anybody that can drive her in a straight line and she behaves, they stay out of the pylons and off the wheels. She's probably headed to the winner's circle next week. So James will drive Arvika, I believe, next week. Arctic Force is out for the fall. This is a horse where I'm thinking seriously about sending to Florida. This is a horse that had some deep bruising and some real issues with that bruising, attributed to that bruising all summer. I had given no credence to the fact that horses need to go to Florida and train back. When we're talking about issues like this, though, I will make an exception, I believe, because it makes sense. So Arctic Force had a great ending to the year. He had a first, a second. He might have been 5th the last start, but he paced 53. He's now turned out, and he's going to be, I think, heading to Florida for the winter. Elysium Lindy had a poor race his last 2 races. We can't find a bike that fits him. I think I bought a bike. I'm going to use it. I'm going to test drive it on Tuesday. I'm not. James is going to test drive it on Tuesday with Elysium Lindy, and we'll see how he schools. I'd like to see this horse school in 57, wrapped up Tuesday, race him back Sunday in the preferred 3 at Flamborough Downs. Elysium Lindy showed a little spark when he won 2 weeks ago, and then other than that, it's kind of been, geez, I don't know if he's worth the money we paid for him, but the good news is a good horse like him, you can always bang out your money. I just got to get him proper. He's good right now. He's close, but he's not where I need him to be just yet. I'll Play It Alone's done for the season. Obviously, he's turned out. I'd like to bring him back, maybe even in a month, maybe 5 weeks. Bring him back, start him back up in the London meet. I don't see the point in giving him more time off because he really shouldn't be tired. We raced him pretty lightly all year. Sure, he had allergies. Sure, a lot of horses did. But at the end of the day, his last few races were lackluster, and I think it was more that he was just a little fatigued mentally, and he was behaved. I was very happy with what I saw in that regard, but needs to do a lot more work for this colt for me to be too excited, and I think wins and confidence and simple racing will help. So we're going to give him maybe 5 weeks instead of 8, and then he'll be back at the barn. Spirit of Dio, another filly. I think she needs to go to Florida. Where was Mario's barn? Oh, I guess she's on the turned out list. Oh my God, I have a ton of turnout lists. Oh Lord. I was talking about Knockdown Dragout. She's likely heading to Florida also. We're just trying to nail down a trainer for her. I know John was who I would have thought, but there were some very good trainers' names put forward, and want to make sure that we uncover all the stones. There's no rush. She's out in the field. She's going to be out in the field here for a month, probably there for a month, and then start training back. As will Spirit of Dio, here for a month, send her down there, and I believe she will be going to John Boot and Shane. John does a good job, good old horseman, great trotting guy, and a guy that would probably do some good with the horses. So Spirit of Dio will definitely be heading to John Boot and Shane, and totally tacked her, trained great, schooled great, qualified okay, but I trained him the other day before, yesterday I trained him. I thought he trained like a freight train. He'll be in to go Thursday at Mohawk and a maiden. They didn't go with the maiden, so obviously he didn't get in. So that is Jason's barn. We still got Kevin's barn and my barn. I'll be right back in a minute with Kevin McMaster's barn.